What is up, everyone? Welcome to another video. Now, if it's your first time, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, how's it? What kind? Obviously, you guys can see but a title at the bottom. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about life in America versus life in South Africa. I always get asked this question, like, what is it like? Like, people ask me all these weird questions. And so today, I got some of the questions that I've been asked and I just put them together and I'm going to do a video. And if you are South African, my South Africans that are living in America, comment down below and tell me, like, if maybe I'm wrong or I'm right or whatever. What's your opinion on this whole video? Watch it to the end and then come to the comments at the bottom and let me know. Okay, so the first question is traveling in South Africa versus traveling in America. And I think this is like a safety one in a sense, because if you're South African, I'm sorry, don't come at me, but I feel way more safer to travel in America. And I always get asked this question, like, aren't you scared? Even when I tell my friends and family that, oh, I'm flying here or I'm going there, I'm doing this, they'd be like, aren't you scared? Aren't you scared? There's things I do here in this country that I would never do back home in a sense. Like, I've been on the train at Aupair at night here. I would never do that by myself. And I've been by myself. I've taken Uber super late, early hours in the morning. I've driven home at 3 in the morning. There's just certain things, and obviously, don't get me wrong, there are dangerous places in America. There are areas where you don't want to go into. But I just feel safer here than back home. I even feel like I hardly get catcalled here, whereas back home it happens a lot. And then there's also just areas where I just choose not to go into, because some people are just, the minute they hear my accent, they realize I'm not from here, and they're not like very warm and friendly to like foreigners or people that are not from the country. So yeah. My next question is services in America versus services in South Africa. And they're talking about like stores, restaurants, like when I have a problem with something. I think the service here, like customer service, is a big thing for this country. Like, I remember the ones that made me wait 15 minutes at McDonald's for my order, and I didn't even know, like, back home you could wait, you could sit, you could build a house, but here the lady came with like extra nuggets for me, and I was like, I didn't order this. And she's like, no, we're so sorry for making you wait. And there's like things like that where if you complain or if you're unhappy with something, they will try their best to make sure it's like, well, and I hate complaining in restaurants because your food, you know, that kind of stuff. But even I love the fact that stores are open until late. So like Walmart is open until like what, 12 p.m, 2 a.m. I love that. Like restaurants close late. I know back home McDonald's is the only place that's like 24 hours if I'm not mistaken, and it's not all McDonald's. Yeah, so there's like a lot of stores that open until like midnight. I know CVS opens till midnight, Walgreens opens till midnight, Walmart opens till like midnight or 2 a.m. So it's pretty cool that there's like all these stores that open till midnight. My next question is standard living in America versus standard living in South Africa. Now, I think this depends on what you have, like in a sense of like, if you come from a rich family back in South Africa and then you come here and you move on your own, first of all, you're gonna be like a normal person if you're just gonna come get a job, live on your salary. If you're coming from no money and then you're coming into America, it could look like an upgrade. It could look like life could be easier here if you're coming with no money from South Africa, or if let's just say you had a struggle, like you always lived to try to make ends meet in a sense. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Coming to America can be like a one-up, a step up, but like a better life. Whereas if you come from money, it all depends on where you at in South Africa and where you at in America. So like also like some people come from no money, marry somebody who has money, or some people that come from money and come with their family and suddenly they're on the same level, or they're not like as rich as they were in South Africa. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. My next thing is making friends in America versus making friends in South Africa. Now, I honestly think that it's so much harder making friends in America. I feel like if you weren't raised in the squad, I know people who literally just move from different states to come here, and they like honestly struggled making friends here. I find it's definitely, I'm not trying to move to be comfortable, it's definitely what's this word, I find it's definitely easy to make friends in South Africa, because I feel like as a country we're very hospitable, if that's the word. We're very social. So here in America, I find if you want born and raised here, and I'm not the only one that has said this, I'm on a group with a bunch of South Africans on Facebook, and like there's people that have been living here for 15-20 years, and most of them have said like only after their 5th year of being in America or their 10th year of being in America they actually made friends. Unless you marry someone here and he introduces you to his friends and his friends' girlfriends, that kind of stuff, or you work and you just so happen to click with the people you work with. And how I made friends was I made friends at church, so I go to church obviously, and that's how I made friends. But like otherwise most of my friends would have been, or always usually are, au pairs. But just making friends in America, I find in general is really hard. Like even other Americans, like they've said, I know somebody who moved from a different state here, and they were like, it's just hard because you move into this place and everyone has their own clique. Everyone either grew up together, went to school together, they went to the same university, they went to the same college, and so they like stick together. And it's hard coming into circles like that unless you're dating someone in the circle. My next question is food in America versus food in South Africa. Now, I think food in America and food in South Africa is so different. And I feel like in South Africa, we're diverse in a sense. I'm trying to think. We also have burgers and fries and yeah, pizza. But here in America, it's very different. They have like burgers. You'll have had burgers in every single type of way. I've had a fried crab burger, literally crab fried in a burger, blue cheese burger. And I find they do have South African food here. Like when you find South African restaurants, it's similar to back home, but it's not exactly the same. It's pricey, vice versa. I feel like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look for a nice way to say this, but I prefer my food, and maybe I'm biased because I'm South African, but like I love the curry, I love the bunny chow, I love the pasta, I love the flavors of spice. We have a lot of spices back home, especially because I'm also from Durban, so maybe that's why I like our food a lot. Yeah, our foods are different. I feel like here people have like, you can have pancake and chicken for dinner, and I'm just like, I'm not full. Or like even if I am full, it's like, guys, where's the real food? So yeah, I think if I grew up here, I would probably say America. But yeah, the foods are different. I find the foods here very different. You can have pancake. You can always have pancake for dinner, but it's very like, here there's a lot of fast foody stuff. Whereas back home, I find there's a lot of like, curry and rice places, bunny chows. I'm trying to think what else is like. We have very like, I don't know how to say this in English. Like with spoon, we have a lot of that in South Africa. I don't know how to say it in English. If you know how to say it in English, comment down below, help a sister out. Whereas here there's like very like rush go. Pizza, pepperoni on pizza is such a big thing. Whereas back home, our Debonairs has like, I'm thinking of the something meaty, where it's like bacon, chicken, and all that stuff. The one thing with America though is that it's amazing if they have a variety of food, in the sense of like dairy. There's so many types of dairies. Like, guys, well, not dairies, I don't want to say dairies, but like substitutes for milk or milk itself. There's like a lot. I could even do a video on just milk. Also with vegan, it's way easier to be vegan here and vegetarian here than in South Africa, because here there's like vegetarian, there's raw vegan, there's vegan, there's so many other options you could be here. And just the lifestyle, like there's aisles for people who eat like that. Whereas back home, I don't really see them. Woolies probably has, but not everywhere. My next topic is turn-ups in South Africa versus turn-ups in America. I think the turn-ups in South Africa and America are the same, to be honest. I feel like here they close at like 3-4 a.m. In South Africa they close at 3-4 a.m. The nicest thing, and this goes back to the service thing, where a lot of places are open till midnight, so that honestly helps, because Like when you come from Mangwari's and you're still hungry, you can go get, I think IHOP is open until like 12 or 2 a.m. McDonald's is open 24 hours. I know we have a McDonald's back home that's also open 24 hours. But there's more options here. And then I'm thinking about the lifestyle. I feel like the difference here, I don't even know how to say it. Like here, it's mainly R&B and like pop music that you turn up to. It's like doof, doof, doof. Whereas in South Africa, it's like house music. It's a lot of like gom. I don't know how to say it. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the vibe is very, very similar. But yeah, we close at like 3, 4 a.m. Yeah, 3, 4 a.m. So it's very similar. Okay, things that have to change in South Africa versus things that have to change in America. I'm going to start with South Africa. So I think the biggest thing for me that would have to change in South Africa is the gender-based violence. I feel like, yo guys, like I feel like the gender-based violence is out of hand in South Africa, and it just genuinely needs to change. There needs to be a system that sees men and women as equal and not below them. And I know slowly but surely we're trying to change that, but the gender-based violence thing is just, it's just out of hand. And it's just like there's such a disrespect for women, I feel. Even just in the dating or just in general, how like the catcalling, I feel like that's something that needs to be dealt with because it's just not on. And so with regards to America, I think the one thing that honestly needs to change in America is the racism. I think the racism is so crazy, especially the fact that it's 2020 and as a first world country, they're still dealing with racism. So yeah, I think in America, the racism has to come to a stop. And just like the pure, not even the pure, I don't know how to even say this, but like there's still some places that are not open to immigrants, and there's still some places where like I know in certain places I'm just afraid to use my accent because I'm like, they're gonna pick up and I don't know if it's gonna be received well. I see even on social media, they're so quick to say, well, go back to your country. If you don't like America, go back to your country, go back to your country. And so for me, I think that's one thing that needs to change in America is just the racism and just like the genuine like dislike of people from other countries. And this is just my personal experience. And then, as I said, South Africa, the gender-based violence. What is better in America compared to South Africa and vice versa? So what is better in America compared to South Africa and vice versa? So I would say, what is better in America compared to South Africa, vice versa? I think their work ethic in America is honestly outstanding. I feel like in America, most of the people will actually become something. Like most of the people actually, like for example, want to be a doctor, want to be an engineer, want to be a psychiatrist, are actually wanting to do those jobs. I feel like, yeah, and that's one thing I found, like, yeah, most of the students, people, like, I feel like they don't get pressure, especially kids. I feel like they study what they want to study. So I feel like, yeah, Americans study what they want to study and like it's coming from them. Whereas I feel like back home, it's like, you know, like, I don't know, like, I've had examples where they have this dream and this hope of you. I feel like they actually want to do the career. One thing Americans can learn from South Africans is to be more social, and this is just my personal opinion. I feel like here you have to make an appointment for anything and everything. Like even if I'm going to see my cousin or my sister or my friend, you have to make an appointment. You can't just rock up. And so yeah, I think because we're such a hospitable country in South Africa, it was strange coming here where if you're going to see your relatives, your friends, you always have to like let them know. It's like an inconvenience if you just rock up. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was literally just my personal opinion. Comment down below and let me know if there's any other questions you guys want to know. Ask me other stuff and I'll be definitely doing a part 2 if you guys have questions. And to my other South Africans living in America, let me know, maybe I missed something. Comment below, tell me what I missed, what I didn't miss. What do you think is better about living in America versus South Africa, or vice versa? What do you miss, what don't you miss, that kind of thing. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a fabulous day or fabulous night. Bye.